fancy pants tonight. Going down to the city where the lights are bright with my disco balls and my LED light. Gonna put on my fancy pants tonight.
Ooh, did you hear that? What is that? I can't actually hear anything. I'm gonna add it in post, but do you hear that sound? What is that? It sounds like tropical music. Why is that? Well, I think we're getting tropical today. I've got my plant on the desk because I've gotten a little bit used to having it on the desk. It is a little dry. Still green, still green. You know what? I think I need to move my plant to make room for something else. Take this and I'll put it over here. Because what's that I have here? This bowl of lovely semi-ripe fruit. I look tropical. This fruit looks tasty. The music is. Here's the thing. We don't have school, so we don't have snack in school anymore. So where's the fun? Where's the fun place where we get to show everybody else our cool snacks? Nah, that stinks. That's a real stinker. We don't have health classes. They were never my favorite class, but are they important? Yeah. Well, without school, where do we get to talk about all the fun food? I'll tell you where. Here. I got one big fun food in particular to talk to you about today. All right, I'll give you hints. Hint number 1, it's very spiky. Hint number 2, it is yellow on the inside. Hint number 3, it's got spiky leaves. They kind of look like that plant. What could he possibly be talking about? You ready? Pineapple. It's pineapple. Let's get into it. Okay, so what's here? Oh, well, I brought a bunch of fruit. This is a lime. This is a anjou pear. We got a gala apple. We got some, these I believe to be clementines, and I'm gonna juggle them. I'm gonna take another go at that. And 1, 2, 3. Ta-da. So pineapples, what makes them so interesting? Let me tell you that fact right now. Number 1, let's start with this. Number 1 fact about pineapples. Hi, pineapple. Pineapples were once valued at $5,000 in the 1700s. Pineapples in the 1700s were rarely eaten, and instead they were used as status symbols at things like parties and stuff. Okay. So, it's the 1700s. You show up to a great dance party, you show up to a great colonial ball. They wear wigs, and they wear like skinny pants, skinny tights, and they wear big old coats, and the ladies, they have giant hoop skirts, and I don't think it's called a hoop skirt, but anyway. You show up there and you're holding, what's that, a pineapple? You look so silly, don't you? No, you don't. In colonial times, if you had a $5,000 pineapple, that showed how rich and famous you were, rich and fancy. You couldn't find them in a lot of places. They were hard to get because they could only be grown in tropical areas. $5,000 for a pineapple. Boy, oh boy, could I make some overhead. So, show up to a party, for example. My good sir, is that a pineapple? Is that a pineapple that you have? Oh, I thank you for asking. Quite yes, it is. It is a prickly pineapple. Thank you for asking. I am Sir Pishtosh. This was big for, in the old timey days. But wait, there's more. Pineapples are a international symbol. If you give somebody a pineapple, it's a international way of saying you're perfect. And it's an international symbol of welcome. So, let's say you go to a friend's house. You've never been there before. You bring them a pineapple. You give your friend a pineapple if they come to your house for the first time. Both of you are giving each other pineapples. You're perfect. Thank you, you're perfect. Bonus fact, because of that, sometimes people on their gates and stuff at their houses, they have, if they have a really fancy gate, they'll sometimes have metal pineapples on the columns of the gate. It's because if you have the symbol of pineapples on your gate, it's an automatic welcoming thing. Alright, this one is a nature fact, but it's still a pineapple fact. Pineapple is actually just a group of berries that have fused together. So if you ever look at a pineapple, it looks like there's a bunch of little hexagons or something that make out the outside. That's because those are all individual berries that fuse together to make the shape. And then what grows out of the top? The leaves. Crazy. But what's that? Oh my gosh, what's that? The sound of a bonus fact flying in to my brain. Bonus fact, this one's true also. Pineapple is actually what people used to call pine cone. So originally when Spanish conquistadors traveled to Central America and they discovered where there were a sort of different variation of pineapples growing in the tropical areas of Central America, they were like, oh look at these, what we would call pine cones. These are the same thing as our European pine cones. Turns out they weren't the same thing at all. Ours are way tastier. Pineapples are way tastier than the pine cones. Okay, hold up. I've just thought of so many bonus facts. Last bonus fact. Have you ever eaten a pineapple? I hope you have. I hope this video is not going to be super entertaining if you've never had pineapple. If you've ever had pineapple before, sometimes when you eat pineapple, it can make your tongue feel a little bit bit like itchy, scratchy a little bit. Well, why is that? It turns out the reason is because pineapples come from a group of flowering plant. It's usually not edible. Pineapples are actually the only one in its family that are edible. And the reason is because it has an acid in it, and the acid breaks down proteins. Well, what's your tongue made of? It's made up of muscles, but it's made up of protein. So when you eat pineapple, the acid in it itches, it scratches, because it starts to want to break down some of the proteins in your tongue. So if you think about it, are you eating the pineapple, or is the pineapple eating you? You're eating the pineapple, because pineapple can't get me. I'm a big human. With all those facts floating around in our brain, I think it's safe to say we are all pretty interested in this good, juicy yellow fruit. Well, cool. I guess they're cool, but why would I want to eat them? What are they even good in? Thank you for asking. What are we gonna make with pineapples? This is where we get into the health part of it, the nutrition part of it. Imagine we're in cooking class. Imagine we're in health class. We're in the kitchen where we're gonna talk about these great pineapple snacks that we can eat. I would love to eat these things right now, because I'm stuck, eating barely any pineapple snacks. First one, Hawaiian pineapple burgers. What did you just say? I said Hawaiian pineapple burgers. In Hawaii, sometimes a piece of round pineapple, you take a pineapple, you cut it into two, like Fruit Ninja, you cut. Then you have a round piece of pineapple, you take, and then put on a grill. And they use that instead of a meat patty on a burger, piece of lettuce, piece of tomato, and they eat that. Grilled pineapple. Snack number two. Snack number two is such a great snack. People around the world are always trying to figure out how to make this snack. I know why, because it's so good. This one's called the Dole Whip, okay? Dole is a fruit company. Whip, because of the ice cream in it. Did you just hear me say fruit and ice cream together? Yeah, you did. Let me explain. In the year 1986, this isn't really that important, but in the year 1986 in Disneyland, United Airlines had owned this thing in Disneyland called the Tiki Room. It was a bunch of talking parrots, and they talked to each other, and you did a little, you sat in, it's in Disney World. They still needed money to do that, but United Airlines stopped being the sponsor, and who took over but Dole, the fruit company. And when they started doing that, Disneyland opened up a little cart outside the Tiki Room in 1986 that sold a product called the Dole Whip. It was Dole pineapple, chopped up very finely, almost like a smoothie drink, with ice cream, whipped cream, coconut milk, whipped it up. Now it sounds amazing, but let me tell you, it is amazing. It's a very good thing. Cold pineapple ice cream is so good. Are you kidding me? This is the next one. It starts with the word pineapple. The next word is upside down. The next word is cake. Three things I love: pineapple, being upside down, and cake. So pineapple upside down cake, well, what is it? Thank you for asking. Pineapple upside down cake is just a great dessert, but it is, in my head, most famous because of what's called an easy bake oven, which is like, what you would do is you would take your piece of pineapple, sort of, again, you take it like a round piece of pineapple, you put that into like a little metal tin that you get as part of a play set, you put it in there, you mix in basically yellow cake mix in butter or something like that, you just mix it in there, and you put it in an easy bake oven. What's an easy bake oven? It's just a box with a light bulb in it, pretty much, but this was a toy. A lot of kids played with this. Did it ever work? Not really. Was it really ready to be eaten? No, ever. What's the next one that we got on the list? This one's a little crazy, and I'm going to tell you about it, but then I need to talk to you about it. Pineapple ham pizza. Pineapple, fruit, ham, meat, pizza. Mamma mia. You make a pizza, you make a normal pizza, marinara sauce and cheese on it and whatnot, you let it bake, and then you have, but on top of that, you put the cheese on there, you also put cubes of pineapple, and then cubes of ham, and that's how you bake the pizza, and you get it out, and it's pizza, but it's got also hams and pineapples on there. This is big, a lot of people like California, the state, and they like to make themselves feel like they're there, and so this is one way that you do that. You make yourself feel like you're in California by making this wacky, silly pizza. Not my favorite, but if you want to try it, there it is. All these are really great snacks, but at the end of the day, if you can get your hands on some good, fresh, or canned, or even freeze-dried pineapple, just munch on it. We're trying to stay healthy. You know what's really healthy? Fruits and vegetables. Just think of how many fruits there are. I bet you can name 1,000 in your head, probably. So if you can, do that. I was notified earlier today when I was wearing this, getting ready to make this video, that I'm wearing a lot of patterns right now. But you know what? That's pretty fun. Probably distracting, but it's pretty fun. Look at this. So I got floral tie, plaid pants on. I also have these Argyle socks. Look how many patterns this guy's wearing. Wow. Thanks for watching, and pineapple it up. I'm gonna do my pineapple dance until it's time to go. seat feel lower than it usually is. It's just me because I moved the pillow out of it. So you're gonna go to get a pineapple? I don't know. Can't go to. I couldn't think of a single tropical place off the top of my head. I could think of one now. Like right now, I could think of like. Three, two, one. Apple, strawberry, banana, peaches, nectarines, plums, kiwis, pineapples, pears, oranges, grapefruits, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries,